We are live, episode 62 of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. We got Brick Shot Antonio here. My real name, which is Matt, and Christian. My real name,
Billy. Billy, your real name's Matt? I thought your real name was Billy.
My real name is William, actually.
Oh, okay.
You like that?
But
How you doing, man?
my real name, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Tigers just won. We've won 6 out of the last 7, so killing it.
Oh yeah, Tonio, you doing all right? Drinking out of a red cup?
Yes, I'm feeling real today. So the color of my sweatshirt is black. That's why I'm drinking out of a red Solo cup. Feeling real black today. Another one.
I thought that was more of a white trash thing, but I'll keep going.
Solo cups? Nah, y'all
Bro,
can't.
there's literally a country called Red Solo Cup. I fill you up.
You think I heard that? You think I heard red Solo cup?
It's a big party song, dude.
Yeah, you've been around enough white people on deployments to hear it at least once.
I hung around with 2 white people to hold deployment. And you're looking at both of them right now. Man, that's crazy. It was 6 black people hold deployment. And I was there every time. It didn't matter. Couple C's in the 6, so I didn't hang with them. It was more than 6. But.
Yikes! All right,
Get
Christian,
a little
speaking
deep.
of C's,
Get a little deep.
Christian, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? I'm hot as hell. The summer's officially here, so just gonna get hotter. Got my H2O, got my fan rolling, so let's burn up this summer.
So you a big core guy?
Yeah.
That's Ciroc in that fucking bottle, bro.
Hey, that's pure H2O.
Hey, that ain't water. That motherfucker's Grand Goose, baby.
Give it a rest, bro.
Man, stop it.
Hey,
H2O.
before you sip, the crazier it takes get. I realized that when you said Odell was a third. I was like, oh.
Dude, that was at the end of the show, wasn't it? Like that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, before we sign off,
Man, y'all tripping. That ain't it. H2O over here.
So let's get into the big meat and potatoes of the show. The NBA playoffs are on, and they are happening. The Suns and the Nuggets series has been, even with that one blowout, it's probably been one of the better series we've seen in quite a while. Tonio, how are you viewing the series?
It's a good series, bro. Like, we knew what it was gonna be. KD Book capable of giving you 80 points a night. And that's what they've been having to do, because that one-man wrecking force when Jamal – actually, I can't say it's – because Jamal Murray has been playing his ass off too.
Except for the 2 games.
Nah. Even the game they lost, he had 26, 27, or 28. He had 28.
But what about the win and the other loss?
Oh, he went crazy in the win. He went crazy in the win. I think the it factor for the – Denver not going off is Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. Like, they not doing shit.
So many minutes, not doing anything.
Not doing anything. Actually, the Nuggets could have won that game last night, but Michael Porter Jr. come up, take a dumb transition 3, maybe gets hit by Ayton, but probably not. That's just not smart basketball. In the corner, oh, I got time on the clock. Fuck it, I'm gonna take a step back in the side because I'm like that. No, you're not. Joker is hot, bro. Let him get 60. They couldn't stop Joker. Bro, yeah. Feed what's working. KD even said it. He said, bro, it's amazing. He said he's incredible. Every shot looked unorthodox, and it still went in. Let him beat, bro. But I like the series. It is one of the better ones, I think. Because like I was telling them while you were gone, that Miami Knicks one, that shit's over. Miami was going to win that. We knew that. Jimmy Butler taking a break mid-playoffs, like game managing one play and then laughing at the end of it, waving at the crowd and let them know they was gone. Love it. But that's over.
Boston. The game I have in the background right now.
Boston.
Jimmy Butler's.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, Jimmy Butler's out here backing down 3 players at once. They're triple teaming him. He's just backing them all down.
He's not scared.
That shit's not over. That Boston and Miami, not Boston, Miami, Boston and Philly series, whoever wins that. I'm not too high on that one.
So, Christian, how did you take the Joker fucking around with the owner of the Suns, Matt Ibuesh?
as a player, I can understand. Yeah, get the hell off me. But I guess with his platform, you just can't do that. You just gotta remove yourself from the situation. But I feel where you're coming from. Get the fuck off.
That.
Tonyo, what you
grabbing
feel?
the ball? So your team, you the owner of the team, your player in the crowd, you grabbing the ball to stop play from them. Fuck that. This is a high play. This is a high energy, high series playoff game. You got the ball. You're not no fucking ref. Give me the ball.
True.
But respect to that owner because he came out and said, I don't want Joker suspended for this. Hey,
Yes.
I would have did. He said I would have did the same shit. Now, and shout out to that dude because he flopped just like he used to do in college when he played ball over there.
He flopped like crazy.
Yeah, I think he played at Michigan State, so that's why he flops because that state
Easy now.
my fault. But no, respect to him for that. But same time, hey, bro, don't grab the ball if you ain't got black and white on or you not on either team, bro. Like, I mean,
if that would have been a regular fan, that fan would have got kicked out.
Yeah.
Because a fan did get kicked out, but that fan, and I don't think these dudes watch the bubble at all to see that these Serbian motherfuckers that are Joker's brothers really don't play that shit at all. Like, hey, the Morris brothers know. Hey, y'all brother, we got it too. So, but I don't like it. I didn't like it. Just because you're the owner, bro, like that don't give you. Well, I guess it did, but like, hey,
it really don't. You were an owner, not affiliated in this game.
So Joker said it best, dude. He was like, "If you're sitting courtside, it doesn't matter who you're a fan. Do not grab the ball."
Right.
But so I always wonder too, man. So I would like after watching watching it live, it was just kind of like, "What the fuck happened?" But then like watching a lot of the other analysis and shit like that, it's like I do wonder like. Because if you look at it, he grabs the ball and tries to help old buddy up on his team, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you're thinking I don't know if you're thinking I'm holding this to preserve time or if he is just trying to help old buddy up. Like there is I don't want to be on the side of the owner, but I am going to take a little bit of a different take than you just to take it. Where Joker did just go right to him. There was no kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Nothing. No, like, hey, give me the ball. Nothing. He literally just walked up, yanked that motherfucker out. Where it's like, you didn't need to do all that. And then, like, you're way bigger than this.
Why, dude?
Did you have to push him? That's what I'm asking. So if he just took the ball,
you know why he pushed him, Billy?
Why?
Because if I'm a fan on there and anybody that's got something to do with the game come and grab the ball, I should just let it go. The dude tried to grab the ball back when Joker tried to take it.
Yeah.
The fuck out of you too. Like, hey, all right, bitch.
I'm just looking at it.
I'm Joker. I'm 6'10", 260, and you're 5'7", 170. Get off me, bitch. I don't like. Give me the ball. Hey, come on, Billy. Like, I know you want to take the take because I didn't take it, but sometimes they ride with me because it's the right way to go, bro.
I'm with you.
You legitly, I'm grabbing the ball. If somebody taking the ball from you, motherfucker, you ain't got no uniform on. Let that bitch go. It don't matter who it was. Like if it's somebody,
that's true. Yeah.
Hey,
so I'm gonna just look at it from like a pickup game outside. You hell, the ball goes rolling out of bounds. Somebody was just pick it up and they just holding it. Pass the damn ball back. You know you're not playing. So I'm assuming they on a higher level than outside backyard basketball. So give them the ball back.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Game going back. Right. How did you take that situation? What would you have done?
Like if I was the player or the owner?
Let's say both.
Well, I don't know. I think it's dumb that he had to rip the balls out of his hand. Like, yeah, like if you're going in to like take the ball, but then at some point you have to let the ball go. Like you don't just hold on to it. Like you're not like what Tonio said. You're not a player. You have nothing to do with what's going on the court. Yeah, you might pay the other team. But that doesn't mean you can hold on to the ball like an asshole. But at the same time, like, I don't think Joker, like, meaningfully, like, at first meant to, like, rip the ball away. Obviously, it got heated. But, like, once he went to grab the ball and he realized he's not letting go of it, then that becomes an issue. But, I don't know. I think it all got settled. But I think I seen that Joker got fined $25,000, which is fucking ridiculous. But, I mean, it's really not that much to him, but it's still a lot of money for something that could have been avoided by the owner.
Absolutely. Do y'all think if it was Draymond, he would definitely be suspended and it would have already happened?
I don't think so. I think it's probably the same thing.
From previous situations he's been in, he would have been.
I want that stigmatism removed from Draymond. I know he fuck up a lot, bro, but hey, come on, bro. All right, like some shit, because it was a clip that came out where Draymond actually saved some players when he was about to fuck them up. Like Ja almost fucked his shit up. Draymond just caught him.
Caught him. I remember that. Yeah.
So he do a lot of dirty shit, but I don't.
There's one clip. I don't remember what it was. I know it wasn't the playoffs, but it was a clip where somebody, like you said, it wasn't Ja, but it was somebody who was coming down, and they would have fucked themselves up. But Draymond grabbed him and literally carried him over there. You remember that?
Klay Thompson, and because they was playing Bron and Kyrie. Klay jumped up and tried to block Tristan Thompson on his back. Came down, he was gonna fuck something up. Draymond caught him mid-air, and then Kyrie came and picked his upper half up. But Draymond would have been suspended, but I just think, bro, like, hey, two things is this. Like Joker said, bro, you the owner. Sit in a fucking suite. Or if you're gonna sit there like the dude from because a lot of owners sit there, Mark Cuban, the dude from the Clippers
was one of the first to do it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we look back. Mark Cuban probably done been in some shit like this before.
Oh, he's been in quite a bit of tiffs.
Yeah, like
he was with in the finals too. When it wasn't, I think it was Bosh. He had said something, and Chris Bosh was like, "Hey, fuck you," and Mark Cuban was like, "Do something, pussy," or something, and like they kind of set up a little thing.
But I think they fined Joker $25K, but I think the owner should have got fined too for holding the ball. Like, hey,
I think he will. I think they're trying to figure out like how to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, because you can't just tell him you can't be here because it's like it's his arena. Like,
right.
Well, I think like if they find the team, they release that. But I feel like if they just find the owner, they don't really have to like release that because that's like between the owners and the league, right? I don't know if it's like a player getting fined where they like publicize it.
Yeah,
I feel like if it was,
I think it's along the same lines of like when the Dolphins got fined for the Brady shit and they lost the draft pick. I think you still have to release why XYZ happened.
But before we get off, while we're on this, let's talk about Joel won the MVP race, and Joker came in second place. But I want to talk about the disparity in the voting, bro. It was one dude, and Charles Barkley touched on it last night, which really got me thinking, that didn't vote for Joker at all. Now, we've been seeing Joker all these playoffs just do his thing, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Like last night, they lost, and he had 53, and it was literally the Joker show on that end of the floor. Like I said, he was kind of fighting. Excuse me.
Good.
Ooh, man. He was kind of fighting against his own teammates, bro. Like Michael Porter Jr. What are you doing? Aaron Gordon, where are you at? Like, come on, bro. Like, just get out. They had you in the race at one time this year for being sixth man of the year or most improved or something like that. They had him in the runners for it. Like, hey, bro, show me something. Give me something, bro. Like, all you doing is filing KD and complaining about it. Give me something. But the voting was crazy. And I think the voting took a turn in the MVP race because of Bad Take Perk. And when him and JJ Redick got into the debacle about the white versus black voting. It's the National Black Association. All right, let's just be for real, bro. 77% black. I looked up the numbers, John, so don't get on me. 77.67% actually, John. So I ain't no sorry. But ain't no.
We do gotta let them know when we get the shit right. That's
and it is a lot of the media voters are white dudes, all right, but they not idiots. They know, hey, you know, these motherfuckers will fuck us up. You know, it's come on now. You get what I'm saying, bro. Now last year, because I said we were gonna do it, but you was right. Joker should have won. I mean, Embiid clear cut last year. This year, they had Giannis and Joker so far off from Embiid, and Embiid only turned it on. He had a good year. Don't get me wrong, but he turned it on extra.
The league in scoring this year.
Huh? Yeah,
Didn't
he
he-
turned on extra after that whole debate, and it
Yeah.
was like the Joker was like, once he said, "Yeah, I don't care about that," he stopped caring. He didn't play. They were winning. They kept winning. He got injured for 2 weeks, but we know what that was. He was sitting down. He really didn't care because
Give me
Denver,
Kawhi chicken.
Denver was clear cut number one seed. Like nobody was gonna catch them. They were like
Nope.
I think 8 games ahead of
Memphis.
Memphis. Like and Memphis had to worry about Sack catching them. Like it was Denver was good. So him sitting there, I think they don't care. But that's me. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that conversation had any play in it?
Christian, I'm gonna go to you first.
I don't think it really had a lot of play in it. I see what you're saying, where you're coming from, but I think the voters just felt we've never given somebody 3 in a row. How are we gonna give it to Joker? I feel like they think Embiid should have had one of the 3 years. So since he was snubbed the last 2, let's give it to him. He had good numbers, so
Yeah,
I
but
think they just.
you can't vote like that. Oh, he should have won last year.
I mean, you shouldn't, but I mean,
We're in real life.
MVP, right? We're all human. I mean,
I get that, bro, but just
but think about how the MVP vote is done. Period. It's based off of who's the most valuable or who's having the best season on the best team. So it's already
skewed. I mean, but if we just giving them out, go back next year, just get that bitch to LeBron, and then just give it to him because he should have had 7, like 7
at least.
Well, I think the thing now they probably won't do that because he's out of his prime.
But see, that's what we're saying though, Chris. It's like the voting is that skewed to where it's like, why? Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead. You got it.
I was just gonna say because look at Giannis's. Giannis won back-to-back, and then I feel like they were like, no way, we're gonna do 3 in a row, right? And then Joker kind of got it where you could have said Giannis could have got it that year.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, not 3 in a row. So then Joker got it, and then the second year, right? It's like, all right, yeah, give it to Joker, and then you're like, oh shit, we just did the same thing. So now we have it 2 in a row, and then now it should be Joel because he could have won it last year. So let's just kind of. Because the narrative sounds bad in the NBA if you're just sitting here like, hey, LeBron just won the MVP 7 years in a row. Hey, Kobe just won the MVP 5 years in a row. Hey, now Giannis is going to win it 7 years in a row. Like,
but I think that's what it is. They don't want to really give him the MVP, even though the players deserve it multiple years in a row. They don't want to go over 2, I guess you can say. Even if it's a clear cut.
But that's what we changed it to. And then look at Shaq's MVP. How was that not in, I think it was 01, right?
Yeah.
Shaq's MVP how is he not unanimous? And then Curry gets it, what was it, 2015?
15, I think. 15 and 16.
No, he got it 15, 16. No. Durant got it 16.
Who got it in 14?
LeBron.
Okay, maybe it was 15. But he got 2 MVPs though, right? So it was a 17 then?
It might have been 17. It might have been 16, 17. Or it might have been 15, 17.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, John. We'll get better. But that's what I'm saying, though. I don't think it matters anymore, the actual value. Like, value doesn't play a part in the voting anymore. It doesn't. Because if you take off the guy and you see what the team does without them, that has nothing to do with anything. But I think that's where we started to look at it. And then, actually, I lied. Let's go further back and look at the Steve Nash back-to-back MVPs, where Kobe could have or should have won it at least one of those years both times. Like, if you went to Kobe, I don't think anyone would have said anything.
Bro, like, I'm glad you pulled it up. That race should have been between LeBron and Kobe that year. The one of the years, the 05 one, Steve Nash averaged 18. John, put the John picture up.
Got it.
We got the numbers, John.
Gotcha.
That year, Steve Nash got 924 MVP points won, averaging 18.8 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 10.5 assists per game. Kobe finished in 4th with 483 points per game, MVP points won. 35.4 points per game. 5.3 rebounds per game. 4.5 assists per game. 1.8 steals per game, bro. And he finished 4th.
Yep.
LeBron finished 2nd, and he averaged 31.4 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 6.6 assists per game, 1.6 steals per game, and 1 block per game. Bro.
That's wild. That's a wild.
And I bet the only difference was the team's success.
No,
Who was
LeBron
third?
had the number 1 seed that year in the East.
Who did?
LeBron.
What the Lakers do in the West?
The Lakers, they ended up losing in the playoffs, or they ended up beating Phoenix in the playoffs. I don't know seeding. I can't remember seeding that far.
See, and that's probably where they picked okay, we're gonna move Kobe back. His team's not as not successful as the Suns this year, which I think that's crazy. It's not about who has the best record, who has the better team, who's the better player means the most to their team.
Antonio, who
But
finished
that's
between
what I'm
LeBron
saying.
and Kobe?
Huh?
Say that one more time,
Who
Matt.
finished between LeBron and Kobe? So you said
Dirk.
Kobe was
Dirk.
4. Dirk. Okay.
But I can see that because Dirk won it in what, 07?
Nah, I think Kobe won in 07.
06 then is when Dirk won. When the Mavs lost to the Grizzlies, or the Warriors, the fucking We Believe year or whatever gay shit that was. But that's what I think that's the point, is it's like the award literally means nothing. Like Joker was right. Like who gives a fuck? Like you get a big bonus or whatever, and teams get XYZ, but it's like, is it gonna ever go to is it gonna be like a not a nobody, but a lesser known
Like
player, not a
Like
superstar?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, like
Come on.
De'Aaron Fox. Where did he finish? That's what I'm saying though, because he's not a fucking superstar.
Right.
He plays in Sacramento. I
But
think
if he wasn't on that team would be not in the playoffs. They might have been good, but they wouldn't have been anywhere near where they're at.
Right.
Exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is ultimate the MVP.
That's
That's
biggest problem with MVPs is like it should go to the best player, not the best player on like the best team.
Right. Who's most valuable to their team?
Because it's like, you can say what you want. We hate Aaron Rodgers on this show, but it's like he probably should have won the MVP when he did. Because if you factor in, well, Patrick Mahomes has all these weapons and Andy Reid and Aaron Rodgers out here with Matt LaFleur and a great running game with Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where does that?
Alex Smith was still getting that roster to the playoffs, even a lesser roster. It wasn't even that stacked.
That's what I'm saying. It's like now we're sitting here with Aaron Rodgers, like maybe that's how it works. And then Peyton Manning always put up the best numbers.
Yeah.
Thrown to shelf stalkers, really, and Dallas Clark.
Bingo. I love that. I love me some Dallas Clark playing tight end. I just got to say.
No gloves.
But yeah, it's like, and then the MVP too, we always, because in basketball, it's always during the playoffs. So now you see this MVP get bounced in the first round like Joker did, right? And now the fact that he's moving on, and now we're like, well, what the fuck? Because Joel wins it and then plays like shit literally the night after he won.
Yeah, bad.
So it's like what? Where the fuck where do we draw the line in all that other stuff?
So are you saying maybe they should give it out after the season's over?
I think so. That's what I think. But I just feel like too, it's a regular season award, but it's like, how about we do it right before the playoffs start?
That's what Shaq and Chuck said. Give it out and then start over award for the playoffs.
Exactly. But then we could still have problems. And again, maybe it's because I'm a LeBron homer. I just feel like he could have been the finals MVP in 2 of the finals losses he had. 3 technically, if you want to get super technical with the fucking Spurs sweep. But that's just, you can't have a dude getting swept as the fucking finals MVP because he still led again in every statistical category. So where these awards are just for, like Andre Iguodala got a finals, like, are you for holding LeBron to a fucking triple double? that's what you get the an MVP award for. Get the fuck out of here.
Right, right.
Tonio, go ahead.
But that's just me. I'm just thinking like, you know, I think it was some disparity in there. But the whole shit kind of fluky. Billy had something about the IG comments on before we get into that, let's talk about Marcus Smart.
Oh fuck.
Billy said why did Marcus Smart take the last shot? And I got the simple answer. Jason Tatum is not who we thought he was, or who they wanted him to be.
You don't think that was Marcus Smart's fault for taking those shots?
That's the second time, Billy. Maybe they're drawing that up for him.
I don't know, man, because it happened in regulation and overtime.
Billy,
Tonio,
if Jason Tatum ain't never been a LeBron make the right pass player, he shot first.
Okay.
Jason Tatum take that shot. Yo, if you the man, your favorite player, Kobe, you want to be Kobe like
ISO.
Well, Jaylen Brown has been playing better than him in the playoffs too.
Jaylen Brown been doing that. Nobody can talk about that. But
are we not going to?
Everybody, including yourself, Jason Tatum say, "Hey, I'm the man." Be the man. That's his fault. If you defer, to Marcus Smart, then that's what you live with. Like that last play, hey, you drove to the cup, get a foul, or throw the shot at you. Kobe, we done seen Kobe shoot on 4 people before. Do it.
I mean, that's true. Yeah,
live with it. It's Jason Tatum's fault. It's not Marcus Smart's fault.
Hey, but are we saying it was a bad shot because he did knock it down? Although he didn't get off in time, he still hit it.
That doesn't mean dick to me, Christian.
Come on, that's a split second.
Split second, I don't care. KD fucking hit a 3, but his foot was on the fucking line because he has size 16 fucking shoes.
His feet. Like, how do you make shoes that work with feet that big? Like, I get it, like a regular size foot, like a big foot. But, like, if you see, like, his shoes, like, that's not doing anything at all for him. Like,
that's what his feet look like, Matt. What do you want him to put on? Like,
I know, but it's always like the sole is always like split off to the side, and like he's running on like the Nike logo on the side of the shoe. Like,
oh,
I just so like I'm with you, Christian. Like, okay, like yeah, he knocked the shot down, but like if you're that dude, you have to have that internal clock to where Kobe, Michael, LeBron, to where like I know where this shot is going, like when I have to pull this trigger instead of like Tonio said, right? Kobe did it with 4 people on him. He knew what the fucking clock looked like. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Where I just think if you're Marcus Smart, you're a defensive player of the year last year. Obviously, great defensive player, decent offensive player. The shot, why is it not being asked in the huddle? Like Tonio said, like, do we want Marcus to take this shot? Is this
and maybe he was given the ball with not a lot of time. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this.
Yeah, like why is he getting the ball with this amount? Like you get the ball and you're like, hey, we got 3 seconds. What do you want me to do with this?
Right.
And then Tatum, if you're like, are you gonna? Because then how stupid would you look? That would be way worse, I think, if you throw it into Tatum and it gets fucking tipped and stolen.
Yeah. Now
you just look like a big fucking retard.
So maybe it was planned for Tatum to take it because he was the one to pass it to Smart, right?
See, now I'm not.
I'm not sure, but
I think it was Jaylen Brown.
So okay, if it was Brown to take the shot, which I can understand that too. Maybe it wasn't a good high percentage shot, so let me give it to Smart. Smart got it with not enough time and was like, shit, I got to throw it up, and it just wasn't enough time.
That's fair point.
Maybe that's what it was, but I don't see why they would want to go to Smart, for the game winner. I don't understand it, especially from outside range.
Yeah, not too hot.
I mean, but
Well,
maybe they know
Russell
something we
Westbrook-
don't because he hit it.
He hit it. He hit it. Let's go from one kind of dumb play to the best clutch player of all time, LeBron James, and the Lakers playing the Warriors. That series is also – it's not as interesting because I feel like all the games have been blowouts except one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched because if I watch the Lakers lose, so I've been not watching to make sure. That's how I support my team.
Well, that's crazy because the games I haven't watched, the Lakers have also won. So
Bingo, Matt. So we just got to stop watching. That's
I'm gonna watch it tonight. So
fuck. I say that and I'm gonna put it on so I can.
yeah, we both watch it tonight.
Please don't. Please don't. So Billy had something about IG comments about LeBron James. If they lose to the Warriors, he's failing. We don't have to spend a lot of time on this. The goalposts will forever be moved. That's another reason why LeBron doesn't have more than 4 MVP. Because if he gets more, then you have to move in front of everybody, the media's favorite player, everybody's favorite player. They'd have to consider talking about LeBron more in a positive light, but it's so easy to talk about him negatively. So that's what they do. We ain't gonna talk about it. LeBron will
I got one thing to say. One thing, Tony. Give me this one thing. So we're all part of Dad Bod Sports. There was literally a video of Jordan complaining to the refs. It was like a 27-minute montage of him yelling at the refs, complaining about him flopping, about him overacting on all these calls. And there's literally dudes in the comments saying, nope, Jordan would never do this. Nope. And it's like, we have the video, friend. Like, what are we? It's like our minds are so wrapped around this dude being so clutch and so this and so that you literally have the proof in the pudding right here. And it's like, nah.
But it's some people that no matter what LeBron accomplishes, they're not going to let him pass Jordan.
That's stupid, though. That's
it is.
dumb.
It's not being open-minded.
I guess.
All records are to be broken. I mean, Jordan he didn't set no records that I can think of, but
he's not even the most clutch player ever. He's not even close. Kobe has better clutch points or clutch numbers
It's
than
crazy, but like, can we talk about from 84 to 90? Like when he got in the league.
Right, but nobody wants to bring that up.
Nobody brings it up.
Just from 90 to 97.
Yep. Then we don't talk about Washington Wizards.
Hey, let's leave that alone.
Yeah, let's not talk about this. Him and Bron at the same age. He 38, averaging 11.
I was saying, compare the numbers at 38.
Yeah, LeBron.
Well, he already played college and he was smoking cigars and blah, blah. Oh, so he was worse. Okay. Like, why don't you just say he was worse? It's okay.
Let me say, for my defense, I did say before, we were ranking top NBA players of all time, and I had Jordan at 1. I think when it's all said and done, LeBron will pass him. So I'm not saying I'm not going back on what I said. I'm just clarifying everything.
Well,
No, I'm with it.
We know it's not water, so it's okay.
You said what?
We know that's not water, so it's okay.
Man, get out of here.
But because Matt hates talking about LeBron. I think
No, I was just looking it up. You said Jordan averaged 11 his age 38 season, and I knew it was wrong. So
Nah,
I wanted to
20
I think it was like 18, wasn't it?
Ah, 20.1.
22.9. Yeah.
22.9.
well, I'll take 30. 2.9.
Right. I did think it was.
I was just saying 11 that sounded a bit low.
And the Wizards finished fucking dead last too on the East. I think.
I would average. Even if I'm 38 with the Wizards in that era, I still would have. He had Kwame Brown on the team. I would have averaged.
Hey, you see, Kwame came out and said, he was kind of bullied and whatnot.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get out of here with that.
That's one of those like things where you know how people like they need an excuse for like why they.
I hate it. I hate it.
Bro, just it's okay. You're not that guy. Like it's all right.
You moved on.
Not that
You
guy,
grown
pal.
down, retired. You paid. It's okay it didn't work out.
You made it to the NBA. Who gives it? It's better than them motherfuckers like sitting around like smoking fucking.
Yeah, it's better than like us judging him. He do it
Could
better.
have went D1. No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't.
Right.
What are we doing here?
You were the number one pick. We know you got game somewhere in there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, shit happens. Ryan Leaf was really good in college. He's a really good football player.
Right. And I like how he does now. Not getting off topic, but he accepts that he didn't do the right shit and he moved on in life. Let's go.
Now he's on GFM.
What's up, Matt? Sorry.
Ryan Leaf's on GFM now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Or
No,
GMF?
he's
Good Morning Football.
crushing it.
Yeah.
On
Needs
Good
new teeth, but he's killing it on there.
How long you been on that?
He just got there, so I know he's been doing. He did NBC for a while on the satellite radio, and then they just moved him because Good Morning Football since Kay Adams and Nate Burleson left, it has been fucking.
Yeah.
That must have been recently because about
Kay-
what 3 months ago they was all on there.
Nah, Kay has been. So Nate left last year.
Yeah.
Kate left.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
she
of
left like a year ago,
Nate still does cameos here and there.
but it's not the
He does
same.
like
It
a-
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
I really think
But
Kay
like if
Adams
you
really
tune
held
in,
that
you're like,
show
oh,
together.
Nate's still there.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, so now that super got us off topic, Christian. Way to go.
Sorry,
oh,
sorry,
fuck.
But speaking of LeBron James, let's go to another LeBron James. Bronny decides to go to USC. I know what's that, Tanya?
Fight on.
Fight on. I'm with you 100%. Let's fucking do this.
Condoms.
So I know Michigan has a weird thing with USC, right? Like I don't like them or something.
Yeah, we have a rivalry. Just because we're like the two oldest fucking football teams or two oldest colleges in America. But that's about it.
Good point. But
Might I add successful?
Stop. Fucking so Bronny decides to go to USC. I know a lot of us we were saying Kansas. I know I said Kansas. Christian, you might have said Kansas. Or was that Tony?
Both of us.
Both of us.
And now we're sitting here like USC. What does that do? It's like so, Christian. If you're LeBron James Jr., what do you think his decision making process was to land on USC?
Can I get better coaching than I'm already getting at home? Where can I go stay close at home? And I'm just going to play 1 year so I can get my ass to the NBA.
I feel you on that. What about you, Matt? Why do you think he landed on USC?
It's close to home, but it's like the other side of town where like he's not gonna be bothered by his parents every day. He's probably gonna go live on campus somewhere, but like he could still go home on the weekends very easily, right? It's still like an hour drive or whatever. And then his parents will still be able to go see him play every home game at least, instead of having to fly to Ohio on the weekends or whenever LeBron's hurt. You know, that's not gonna have to happen. It's just they just go across town, you know, watch a game that night and, you know, call it a day. So I think that played in a role. And then, you know, just having family close by is probably the biggest thing, but still, you know, getting away from them just a little bit.
Tony, what about you?
I'm still. I don't know if Andy Enfield is gonna be the coach to coach him up. I just don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if coming from Florida Gulf Coast to USC. I don't know what he did down there.
He had the number 15 seed, the big time Florida Gulf Coast out there, going to the Sweet
Gulf
16. Gulf Coast. Real fast, hold on. It's fucking Gulfport.
So I don't know, man. I'm excited to see him and one of the players from USA Basketball are going there. So that'll be exciting to see. We got the greatest person right there in his house to give him basketball.
And that's what I say.
So
Yep.
I don't know how much coaching he needs for real, but I know he's coachable, right? So I know he needs to come up, but I know just like you know that now that he's going to USC, and he gonna have to be on this shit because LeBron gonna be there, bro. Like,
So
I
was just gonna say. So I was just gonna raise a question because all y'all kind of said the same thing, right? LeBron will still be there to help him coach and do all this stuff. Why not go to a blue blood like a UCLA?
Now that's a good point.
Well,
I guess
I'm not sure where LeBron lives, like where at in LA, but like if UCLA is closer to home, maybe that's not what he wanted. Where like he could be bothered, like LeBron could leave practice and just pull up on him. Like if it's the other side of town, like he doesn't have that. Like he's still away from his family, but like if he wanted to, they could come like, hey, we're gonna be in the area, like we'll come see you, or he could drive to them, or you know, get chauffeured or whatever. But like if UCLA is like right next to where Bron lives, like Bron could just fuck it. You're 10 minutes away. I'm gonna see if you're doing what you need to be doing. Instead, like he could be living his college life, you know, having fun with his friends, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't have to worry about his family pulling up on him. Like I wouldn't want to go to college in my backyard either. Like if I'm supposed to be moving out of the house.
Good point. And then you go play NBA ball with your dad anyway, so it's not like you're getting
he's already got the GMs fucking in the league.
But what if he don't want to get away from his daddy, bro? Like,
dude, what 18-year-old doesn't want to though?
What freedom don't you think Bronny has? Like I feel like
smoking weed, hanging out.
I feel like bro, cool with being at home, bro. Like it's a new generation of kids, man. Like we didn't have everything growing up, so we was trying to get out there to see everything. Your dad is a fucking billionaire. You have a $7 million NIL. You don't want for shit. You are a part of FaZe Gaming Clan, so you get to travel with these people. Man, what?
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't his ass just in? What Fast is coming out?
10. Yeah, you got your own Fast.
Oh, that's crazy. I ain't played it.
Yes. He ain't in Fast 10. He got
in the commercial.
His first commercial was a Fast 10 commercial where he's shooting the ball.
Holy shit, that's I didn't know that.
Fresh out of high school and in a damn movie commercial. That's crazy. Like
that's a movie, like a historically great franchise fucking movie.
Right. And when I saw that, I had to look twice. Was that who I think it was?
So, I think Bronny's NIL deal already is like fucking. It's still like $3 million over the top paid NIL deal, which is like give him more money. Like what does he fucking need? Like Tony, like what does he want for?
So why? And
so maybe he chose SC over UCLA, better campus, because he doesn't need for money, you know. So maybe he just like the campus better.
I mean, and I get it. The blue blood, I get that shit, but like your dad don't want to see you ball, bro. And if I don't know if y'all watch Sierra Canyon, but Bronny, when Bron in the crowd and Savannah in the crowd, it's peak Bronny. Like, so maybe he liked seeing that. Maybe he liked them being in the crowd, man. I get it. Like when we was 18, broke. Hey, let me go out here and be broke in college.
That's what I said. He wants his dad to come see him play. But he doesn't want to be close enough where, like, you know, he's 18. He wants to move out of the house. Doesn't mean he doesn't love his family and, like, has all the freedom. But, like, he has all this money now. Like, he wants his own place. Like, I'm sure he still lives in the same home as his dad.
But I was going to say, it's not like he just ran into this money. He's had it his whole life.
No, yeah. And
but it's not his money.
And if he really wanted to get away, he would have went to, like, Kansas, stuff like that. He still wants to stay in the area, but just far enough away where he has like freedom and like no one can just come up to him and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go do this. Like
right.
Even if you have all the freedom, like your family kind of imposes on you no matter what.
Sure. Because also like I know USC has a lot of like actors, like Hollywood people or their kids are there and shit like that. So like he's probably like already known a couple cats that are going in whatever 8 or whatever class it's gonna be, you know.
Yeah, there's like another top 100 recruit going to USC this year.
Yeah, that's what Tony was saying. The other,
so I just don't. Hey man, Bron knows something we don't know because it's Bron, bro. But you know, speaking of famous sons and famous dads, let's talk about Matt's favorite coach in the NCAA this year, Deion Sanders.
Yes,
Deion has lost. I think it was somewhere close to 30 players in the portal.
I was 29.
So is that not close to 30?
I'm just.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn it was 50.
It was 57 who have entered the transfer portal out.
How do we feel about that? I'm gonna start with you, Matt.
Sorry, John.
I mean, it's a wild number, but it's something we knew was coming. When his first thing, he's like, "I'm bringing my luggage," and it's Louis. And if you don't like it, like basically saying, like, if you don't want to compete and be here, enter the portal now because people are going to come in and compete for that spot. That's basically what he said. His first 15 words in his press conference, basically, other than thank you to the AD or whatever.
Yeah.
That was it. So we knew what was going to come, and it happened as soon as he got there. People entered the transfer portal. Then the spring game hit. The day after, a fuck ton of people entered the portal again. And it's something this happened weeks ago, but I guess it's resurfacing, going through it again, which is kind of just okay, there's other colleges going through the same situation. Ole Miss has over 30 players in the transfer portal out. It's just let's see this guy play. Let's see him have a winning record this season, and then blow up all these players that he recruited are now leaving. These are players he didn't recruit, didn't want. He just took over the program he wanted.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's no big deal. Colorado didn't have shit, so these 57 players, unless they transferred in and transferred out like some of them have, he didn't recruit big-time players and they're leaving. The ones he recruited, they're still staying.
I just think that he said that shit the night after they won the SWAC when he flew up there. Hey, I got luggage coming, and it's Louis V. That's what he said. Hey, man, sometimes people get intimidated around greatness. We see it all the time with shooters when they get to LeBron James. I know we was done talking about LeBron, but Malik Beasley went from making the third most threes in the NBA when he got traded to the Lakers to making -1 a game now. So greatness scares some people. Some people gonna step up and be like, you know what? All them people out, it's some real estate over there. Let me go over there and be great. Some of these players that, like Billy said earlier in the year, some of these players that perennial powerhouses that's got to wait 3 or 4 years at Alabama before they get their turn, or at Georgia before they get their turn, be like, oh shit, you looking for a defensive lineman? I'm a 5-star. I'm a 4-star. I can go over here in this conference where I know the offensive lineman kind of way smaller than me. Let me go kill shit and get my draft stock up. They coming. That's what he said. They coming. And like Christian said, they just flipped another 5-star. We knew this shit was going to happen. Everybody's like, oh, is Deion fucking up? Should Deion have stayed in the SWAC? Is Deion doing exactly what he said he was going to do at the beginning? They went 1-11 last year. If everybody on the roster left last year, except for the player that helped win that one game, Deion won. So, yeah, that's what my take on it.
That's what I'm saying is these players leaving aren't Deion's players leaving. So I don't understand why people are like, oh, fuck, Colorado's got all these players leaving. Yeah, they were on a 1-11 trash-ass team. Right. They're leaving because they suck.
Yeah, but where are they going to go? I think that's my thing is so yeah, Deion's bringing a lot of guys. Excuse me, Deion's bringing a lot of guys in, but these other dudes that were with Colorado already, where are they going to go? Why not stick around and get coached up by this dude to maybe actually reach your potential to what you thought you could have been going to Colorado in the first place?
So are you saying the transfers shouldn't have transferred? They should just stay there?
I'm saying if it's so, maybe I'm looking at it from my point of view. Where if
I get what you're saying. I think if that's what you are trying to say,
yeah, why not? So I'm 1-11. My team sucks. Is it I'm not talented enough to win games, or was my coach a fucking bumfuck and didn't know what the fuck was going on? Now that I got this dude in here who expects me to compete every fucking day and is going to make me better than what I've been playing since I've been at Colorado, why would I not stick around? Obviously, if you're the quarterback, maybe not. But if you're any other position, maybe not DB either. But why not stick around and see if you can reach your potential instead of sitting around and transferring to fucking another like a Mountain West team or something and stick around with Deion and see what he can get out of you.
So maybe go ahead, man.
I was gonna say my big issue is that Deion is bringing in a lot of people, but he's not bringing in 57 people. So he's gonna have the starters. but the depth is going to really hurt them this year with all those players leaving. Obviously, they don't know the system, so it's no different than another player coming in. But, like, if you're losing 3 and 4 stars from Colorado last year, you're only bringing in 2 and 3 star players to replace them. So, like, your lower depth there is going to suck. But, yeah, you are getting these 5 stars who are coming in, but they're starting right away. Then their backups aren't as good as the starters.
Yeah.
Like, that's my issue with, like, all these players leaving is just that you can't replace all those players.
And I was just going to say, maybe the players are leaving because of what Deion said. For one, all this new talent is coming in. Let me get the hell out of here. 2, if I stay, I'm not going to start, and I can't handle the preparation he has. I'm not here to compete like he wants to. I'm used to the bullshit job our last coach was doing.
But you're just saying, though, like, I'm a bitch. I can't handle someone making me.
I mean, no different than high school. How many players have you seen, after spring, I'm not going to do this. We've seen that happen. So
go play basketball. Billy literally
right.
People go play. Some of the greatest basketball players in the world story start with, it was one Oklahoma drill for me, and I knew I was on the court. Some people ain't got it. Dude.
And that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's why they just getting out of there.
Some people go
already there. You're already at a Division I program. It's not like you're some bum.
Billy, could you have not faked your way to a college program?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Probably.
But also,
I feel like you was good as fuck, Billy, but did you want to play college football? Maybe not.
Absolutely. That was my utter dream. That was like my downfall.
I can use you as an example. Hey, Matt, could you have faked your way to a college program?
Not a D1, no.
Just any college program.
Yeah, I probably could have went like D3.
See, Billy, like some people can fake their way. You can look good.
You didn't ask me.
Because I know you wanted to play college ball.
But this shit wasn't happening.
I didn't say it because it was.
My thing is, especially with me, tell me not. Measurables though have a lot to do with it. That's why I can rule myself out.
Actually, Christian, the same thing with you. You was good as fuck on your team.
But measurables, I didn't have to come on.
But exactly. But your team name alone, because of how big of a program y'all was and have been in the past, could have got you to at least ICC or Northwest or something like that.
Man.
Tell me I'm lying.
I still feel like, just watching that whole recruiting process, a 5'5" D tackle, unless he got speed like Aaron Donald.
I'm not even looking at your name. I'm not looking at your measurables. I'm just saying because of the school you went to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So it's a lot of players that make it to college off of that. Like, hey, he went to this, like Billy went to fucking Carter. He went to Carter? Cedar Hill. Billy could have made it to college off of his school and been shitty as hell. Like, I don't think Billy was shitty, but he could have been. But hey, that's a quarterback from Cedar Hill. They won it all. This is the to let them. Let's get them there. It's a lot of players that make it to college like that, and they don't have it. And they so sorry. They were so sorry. Like, shit, if I get rid of them, we 0-12. So fuck it. I'm gonna keep them on. Like, it was the tight end in the picture looked like ass. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like some people that he looked like a fake
He looked like Charles Barkley.
Bruh, he looked
tight end.
Bruh, he looked terrible. But there's that on that with Deion. Let's get to a more important person that's famous in our eyes. Let's get to Christian Corn.
He is?
Okay. Let's get to it. We got
we got time too, Christian. We got time.
All right, well, we got some interesting stuff. I think y'all gonna like this one. Let me get to my notes. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up with a little banger. I'm gonna ask a few questions on which players you guys like better or whatever the scenario might be. So I'm gonna start it off with a better collegiate quarterback, Johnny Manziel or Robert Griffin?
Easy.
Ooh, that's a burner right there. I'm gonna say Johnny Manziel because he did it against SEC defenses and did it against Nick Saban. RG3 obviously had a great collegiate career, but he's out here beating West Virginia and fucking Texas and the Texas Techs before Joey got there. I just Johnny was doing it against Nick Saban year in and year out. And it's crazy because LSU was his downfall for some reason. Like he just couldn't beat an LSU.
I like it.
I'm going Johnny just for not really necessarily longevity, but he had 3 solid seasons, whereas I believe RG3 2. Yeah, so I'm just going. They're both very similar. Obviously, RG3 could, take you deep with his feet, essentially, where Johnny would just kind of shift around and make you fucking hit each other, basically, and he'd keep moving. I'm going to say Johnny just because he had 3 seasons of greatness compared to RG's 2.
I like it.
Good point. Tony, are you going to unmute yourself to answer or what?
I'm going with Johnny just because, like Billy was saying, bro, he did that shit against Nick, first of all. I think twice.
Yeah.
That's impressive as fuck. For a coach that can game plan against somebody and you have no answers for him. And then he did it in the SEC every week. So I'm going Johnny.
Also, I want to throw in there, Johnny could have possibly won 2 Heismans, but again, we'll do that vote thing again, where it's like, I don't think Archie Griffin probably will never be touched with that record.
Yeah.
And RG3 definitely was only in the running one time. I mean, he still won it, but it's still,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Manziel because of, again, he did it more years than Griffin. Griffin had decent seasons, but had one big explosive year. Manziel had 2 seasons like that, left out as a redshirt sophomore.
No. So
he started his freshman
3
year.
good seasons, but 2 of them he beat Nick Saban.
Okay. So I'm gonna go Manziel. Better quarterback based off NFL, Matt Ryan or Matt Stafford?
I'm gonna answer this one and get it over with quick. Is Matt Stafford? We've already went over this. He averaged 4,300 yards every year. Played in shitty ass Detroit. Literally got out of shitty ass Detroit and won the next year. So it was shitty ass Detroit killing his career like it's killed so many other good players' careers.
You set it up for that. You literally set it up for that.
We could have did without the shitty ass.
I'm not done. Barry Sanders and Megatron, 2 of the greatest players we ever seen on the shittiest franchise that ever come through the NFL. So I'm going Matt Stafford.
Oh, they just say that.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Matt?
Matt Ryan's got an MVP, but Matt Stafford has got that ring. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else you could say. Matt Ryan, he had some seasons that were better than Stafford, but if you put them all together, Stafford has more good seasons than Matt Ryan does. So, Stafford.
I'll take Stafford here too, but only off of fourth quarter comebacks. Dude was just an absolute dog when he was down, and it has the most fourth quarter comebacks of any quarterback ever. So, going Matt Stafford. Or no, is he second to Tony Romo, or Tony Romo's second to him?
Oh no, he has more than Tony.
Yeah,
Romo.
I think he has more than Romo. But I think Romo's second to him.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, but yeah, I'm going.
Stafford's got like 72 of them fucking things.
Dude, so many, just too many. Christian,
I'm surprised that we've won that many games.
I'm gonna go Stafford. Might be a little biased, but I think Stafford, just watching him play quarterback, he was a little more dynamic than Matt Ryan. Ryan wasn't bad at all. I think both of them deserving of maybe Ryan. That's a different question. We'll say that for later. But definitely deserving. Both of them are good. But I'm gonna go Stafford. I'm gonna ask each of y'all a question of your guys' favorite college. Y'all tell me which one of these players y'all would like to come back to y'all school for one more season. I'm gonna start off with Tony O. Would you rather Chad Kelly come back, Matt Corral, Patrick Willis, or Dexter McCluster?
That's so hard.
I forgot about Dexter.
Dexter was a dog out there.
Dexter in college was he reminded me
Reggie Bush.
Nah, not Reggie Bush, bro. What's the dude that was Jamal Charles? He looked like Jamal Charles.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
He was about 7 years too early.
Patrick Willis was killing shit. God damn.
It is good too.
Chad Kelly was cool, and he beat Alabama twice. Like,
Yeah.
And he fought some people after some games.
Now he's winning Grey Cups.
And who was the fourth?
Matt Corral.
I like Matt Corral a lot, bro.
He stayed for that bowl game that he shouldn't have stayed for too.
Yeah.
That always gives me a little more edge too. I like me a quarterback that
Come
does.
on, Dexter McCluster, bro. It was just so exciting. Every time he had so much big play potential, bro. Like every time he touched the ball, he was everywhere. Bro. Like sweeps out the backfield, jet sweeps,
Yeah.
throwing the ball, deep threat. Like, god damn, Dexter McCluster, bro.
I respect that answer a lot.
Matt, I'm gonna go to you next. Jabril Peppers, Aiden Hutchinson, Braylon Edwards, or Mike Hart.
Definitely not Mike Hart. He has a lot of yards, but that dude, I could catch Mike Hart. Like have him on the team right now.
Yep, this year's team
before?
coming up. Yep.
Oh, it's Braylon Edwards for this year's team.
Yeah.
Give me Braylon and his 45-inch vertical. Just
He was a dog too, man. Dude.
One of the best collegiate wide receivers ever.
Oh, absolutely. What doesn't he have? Isn't he like third all time in receiving yards for one season? Not all time, but one season. Was he third?
I think it's like him, Crabtree, and like Patrick Edwards from like Houston. And Corey Davis from Western
I think
Michigan.
you're talking about La Tech. I think it's Louisiana Tech. Troy Edwards.
No. Patrick Edwards from Houston. He
Okay.
played for the
He
Lions.
was
He
in
was
with
undrafted.
the
He's
not Colt
undrafted.
McCoy, Case Keenum years when Case Keenum was just throwing the ball everywhere.
So Ryan Broyles isn't up there.
What was the question, Billy?
No, that's like all time.
What
Ryan
were you
Broyles is like an
thinking,
all-time receiving yards. We're talking about
season-
single season.
Single season most receiving yards. I thought Braylon was up there.
It was like Corey Davis,
Crabtree.
Crabtree, Patrick Edwards. There's another guy recently too, right around Corey Davis time. That Western Michigan.
Justin Blackman, maybe.
John Ross.
I don't think so. I think he had like.
No, he just like barely got to the combine.
I could.
Justin Blackman isn't in there.
No, he had. I think his is career.
So it's Trevor Inslee is number one.
What is that? Who did he play for?
Nevada.
1974 Bear Cadets.
1999 Nevada. Troy Edwards is number two.
I
Louisiana.
thought Edwards was in there.
Troy Edwards. I fucked him.
Michael Crabtree number three.
There we go.
Jordan White number four. Damn. Jareth Stearns number four or number five. Both of them are from fucking Western. No, they're not. One of them Western Michigan, the other one Western Kentucky. Who was the guy I was looking for?
Braylon Edwards. But I
Yeah,
think I confused him with that other Edwards kid.
yeah, because Braylon Edwards is not top 10.
Okay, yeah, my bad. But Braylon Edwards was a dog. I don't give a shit.
Just a minute, y'all named a lot of Texas Tech players, which brings me to Billy.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
Okay.
Thanks, man.
We got Graham Harrell, Michael Crabtree, Cliff Kingsbury, Patrick Mahomes.
So Cliff Kingsbury doesn't get enough respect for the numbers.
Not at all.
Texas
Not
Tech.
at all.
But he was also supposedly, again, this is a story I read a while back, but was supposed to be Brady's understudy to overtake Brady in the New England offense. Obviously, that's not how it worked. Patrick Mahomes was not very good in college. I don't care when Graham Harrell was a better college quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't
By far.
Now Mahomes did get some yards, but he turned the ball over a lot too.
burn the fuck out of that ball.
700 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 8 picks.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. But honestly, man, I think Crabtree, the best player in Texas Tech history. Also, I just want to throw it out. I mean, obviously, they don't have a lot of like, oh, look at this guy. But Michael Crabtree that year when he caught that ball, even not being a Texas Tech fan yet, because I'm a new Texas Tech fan, but him catching that ball against Texas, I remember that was one of the coolest moments in the world. And having Crabtree on this year's team would be head over heels the fucking greatest. I like the system Joey has with these 3 quarterbacks. Going to be 2 next year, but fucking the way they have it going. And if you have Crabtree, it doesn't matter who the fuck's throwing him the ball. Just give him the ball and let's go.
Put it up there.
Billy, you just said you were a new fan. I didn't know you were a new fan. Who did you used to be a fan of, if you did?
So I was like an A&M fan, but it's really hard because when I was in high school, I didn't have a college team. I was a bigger NCAA fan than NFL. So I just enjoyed everything. And I didn't have a team. But then once like I got older, and then obviously I didn't go to college. So then I kind of had A&M because of a Johnny Manziel and even a Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback. I really respect an A&M. So that's where I was going.
How many more minutes we got on this?
We can hit one more. You got one more?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys, y'all's top 5 NFL head coaches currently in the NFL.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go first. Give y'all some time to think. With my top 5,
Let me write this down.
I've got Bill Belichick,
Okay.
Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin, Kyle Shanahan, John Harbaugh. Now, honorable mentions who are right on the outside are, to me, Pete Carroll, Sean McVay, and Sean Payton. Payton, because he took that year off, kind of knocks him out.
I'm with you.
So the floor is yours.
I can go second. I really respect that list. I do like that list. I'm gonna not put Bill at number 1 because since Brady, he's kind of the weird shit with Mac Jones. Kind of is a weird gig for me for a head coach to kind of not be on the same page, right? But I'm gonna go Andy Reid, Sean McVay. I appreciate the honorable mention, but honestly, he kind of fucks up. Like,
off defense isn't his strong suit at all.
But it's not. But why look at all the defensive coordinators from the Rams that have left to get head coaching gigs that do pretty well.
True.
Right? So I'm gonna go Andy Reid, then I'm going Bill Belichick. I'm going John Harbaugh because if you think about without Lamar, the Ravens we don't do very well, but we're in every game without Lamar.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot to do with the head coach. Then I'm going to go Kyle Shanahan because look at what he does without a superstar quarterback. You get obviously Brock Purdy now is a superstar, Big Dick Brock, but fucking look what he does with backups. The Jimmy G situation, how he's kind of handled that was pretty well. Trading for McCaffrey, like putting people in the system to where running backs who weren't like a Christian McCaffrey were still getting they're getting paid still. And now he has a Christian McCaffrey. And then number 5, I really like the Pete Carroll. I want to go Pete Carroll here, but I'm going to go.
No, my pick was John Harbaugh. You said you like 5?
Yeah, I had John at number 3.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But number 5, I'm going with, and I don't know if this is going to get a lot of flack, Mike Tomlin at number 5. I might have want to put him a little bit above Shanahan just because I like the way he does business and he's bald. So, I have a little bit of respect for that. But he's a Steeler. So, at number 5, I'm going, and I'm sorry, I'm going Zach Taylor. I think so he starts off shitty. Don't get me wrong. He starts off really shitty, but that team was awful. And then if you give him some weapons, you could really see his offense come alive. Whereas a McVay, you're looking at a lot of his shit and you're like, what is going on? But with Zach Taylor, it's like, oh, they got this motherfucker going.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing Zach Taylor in there because I don't think he gets enough respect because of how great Joe Burrow is.
All right, I'm going to go because Matt wanted to go and I want to take it from him.
I was going to say, I like Zach Taylor. That's all I was going to say.
So we're saying right now, right? I'm going Andy Reid, my number 1. Nick Sirianni is my number 2.
Ooh.
Who's number 2?
Nick Sirianni. Literally just left the playoffs. Literally. So we gotta I don't know why he was not on none of y'all list. I know it's only his second year, but if you get there and we talking about right now, gotta be hot. I'm gonna go with let's see. I don't know. Dan Campbell. I'm just playing. See, Matt got hype. My number 3 is Kyle Shanahan.
If I had a mute button, I'll mute you right now.
But I got one. My number.
I got you, Christian. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, good looking. You can continue.
I can unmute myself though, Billy. That shit don't work. That shit don't work.
Yeah, but you started talking.
Dude, we all gotta laugh. Let us fucking have it, man. Jeez.
My number 4 is Mike Tomlin, and my number 5 is Bill Belichick.
Okay.
I
No,
love
Dan
that you put
Campbell.
Bill at 5. That's what I'm talking about. Respect.
Cause we not where we at, but I gotta put my coach on there. The Steelers suck too, but I gotta put my coach on there.
Hey, assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. My number 1, Big Red, Andy Reid, best coach in football right now. Number 2, Mike Tomlin. I believe he's the second best head coach. Once he gets that more talent on that team, watch out. They're going to be good again. He's kept them good, relevant on life support somehow, above a winning record. I don't know how. They've had nobody but an okay defense. That's all they've had.
Yeah.
3, Shanahan. I believe he does the most with the least with a quarterback, I would say. He brings the most out of his quarterback, proved it this year, and then they just happened to all get hurt, and he couldn't prove it anymore. So, 4, I have Dan Campbell because he's got more wins than Matt Patricia did in 4 years in 2 years. So he took that Matt Campbell or that Matt Patricia team and ended up almost making the playoffs with it. So I put him at 4, and then at 5, I got Vrabes. Mike Vrabes.
Oh,
He
Vrabes.
does a lot of shit, and for some reason, the last 3 years, the most injured team in football, and they've been very competitive throughout the entire thing.
My only problem with the Braves pick last year when they lost 7 in a row. It's hard for me to. You don't do that as a good coach. You don't lose 7 in a row. That's a lot.
I mean, injuries finally, like, how many years can you go with your whole team getting injured? And you're just like, at some point, you're like, we got to do something here. We got to just either tank or something. Like, this is outrageous.
But he should get credit for keeping them above water with all those injuries for all those years.
Yeah.
No,
so I like that. I like that.
They had like 30 on IR like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I think in the last 3 years, they had like 50 on IR, something like that.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. Sorry.
I guess that'll wrap it up. We out of time, right?
Nope.
Nah, we ain't out of time, man. Go ahead. Billy just said give him 2 seconds.
Hey, well, let's add to it then. A better college running back out of Darren McFadden and Trent Richardson.
Darren McFadden. That ain't even close.
Darren McFadden.
Y'all want to think about it?
No.
What about quarterback? Tim Tebow or Vince Young?
Hold on. I'm going back. Trent Richardson over Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden had fucking Felix Jones helping him get a lot of those yards. I don't want to hear none of that. Trent Richardson, 100% of the way. Wait, are we doing
College.
Yeah, Trent Richardson, all the fucking. That's crazy talk from all of y'all.
I didn't vote. I don't have a vote on this one.
Darren McFadden. So look, Felix Jones doesn't get a lot of credit. Number one, because he's a cowboy. Ugh, gross, right? But Felix Jones was helping a lot in that Razorback backfield when Darren McFadden was out there doing what he did.
And Hillis was back there too.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to. I'm not saying Darren McFadden sucked, but I'm just saying Trent Richardson was there. Who is Trent Richardson's backup?
Eddie Lacy.
That's all. That's what I'm looking
Exactly.
at.
Eddie Lacy was good as fuck in Alabama.
Look at the stat. No, Eddie Lacy didn't take off until he was the starter. Felix Jones was doing that as a backup. Still went in the second round. I don't want to hear none of that. We're not about to just act like
That's a good
Darren-
argument.
Darren McFadden was out here doing whatever. Felix Jones is a great college running back.
Trent Richardson in no shape, form, or fashion is better than Darren McFadden.
In
So
college? Matt, are you looking up these stats or are you just fucking around on your phone?
No, I'm looking at the stats. I'm trying to find it.
There we go.
So what was Richardson's good year 2010? He was a freshman 2009.
Yeah.
All right.
Real fast, while Matt's looking that up, I'm going to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors here, Twisted Tea. They just came out with a bomb pop or rocket pop.
No fucking
flavor?
way.
what's
Yeah.
the flavor?
So here we go. We'll just do a close up for the fans. Rocket Pop Twisted Tea. So Rocket Pop is my favorite flavor of pre-workout. You know the little sodas at Walmart? It's like a soda, but it's water or whatever. That's the flavor. This is the best flavor ever, and Twisted Tea did it, and it's amazing. Just a big shout out to Twisted Tea. I just need a full pack of just these, and we're gonna be golden.
Y'all get that from my boy.
So you guys want to know Trent Richardson's running mates? I
Mhm.
feel like you guys are forgetting a major person.
TJ Yeldon.
No.
It was the fucking Heisman
It was-
winner.
Yeah, it was Mark Ingram.
No,
Mark
I'm
Ingram
thinking
for
about
2
once
seasons.
Ingram left.
It was Mark Ingram for 2 seasons. Trent Richardson was Mark Ingram's backup for 2 seasons.
Okay.
Then Trent Richardson became his starter the junior year, went 1,600 yards, and then Eddie Lacy also added 700 plus yards. What was
you
it?
know who else came
He
behind
added
Eddie Lacy?
700 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Guess who else was on that roster?
Who?
Guess he's the most dominating running back in the league now. Billy
Oh, Derrick Henry was a freshman?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick
He
Henry's
was,
been-
he was not on the roster the year Trent Richardson went for
Right,
1,600
he
yards.
came the year after.
Trent Richardson was still there.
He was in the backfield with Yeldon and it might have been Yeldon.
This is 2011. This is the 2011 team. That was 12 years ago.
Derrick Henry played with Trent Richardson. I know he did.
And
He
we're
did.
old as fuck. No, he didn't.
Yes.
Because Henry came out with the 13 or 14 recruiting class. One or the other.
Because I don't think Derek said a lot though. I don't think he
No.
said much.
Because Trent was gone in 2012, and Derrick Henry is still not even on the team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'll be wrong.
I think
Second,
Derrick
J.J.
Henry,
Yeldon,
Derrick Henry
Kenyon
started as a
Drake.
freshman.
He did.
No, Henry sat behind.
No, he sat behind.
Yeah.
And then they had Bo Scarborough. We're like, what the fuck? You just cloned Derrick Henry?
Yeah, Bo Scarborough,
Right.
hey, Bo Scarborough in high school was a fucking monster.
Beast.
He had a couple of good games for Detroit now. All right.
He
But he
did though.
stayed hurt once he got to college.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, although he didn't live up to the hype, but he did get hurt a lot. And whenever they would get on the
I still
field.
have a Madden. I want to say 18. Maybe it was 18 or 19. I don't remember, but I have a Bo Scarborough franchise where Bo is just the fucking man.
What
You
team?
just make him 99 everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's how it should have been coming out of high school. Yeah.
Hey, real life is fucking hard. I'm playing my video games on fucking easy. All right, that's the way we're doing things.
There you go. Let me give y'all one more and we can wrap it up. Y'all got time for it?
Hold on, real fast, Christian. Did you find the Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, or you didn't care about that one?
Oh, I'll look that up. You didn't tell me to. You
Sorry.
were just so confident I believed you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Moving on, Christian. Next.
Vince Young. I had said one earlier, but I'm gonna change it. Vince Young or Marcus Mariota.
Come on, Christian. Like, hey, move on to football. This man want to end this shit on some bullshit.
What's wrong with that? Okay,
I'll
y'all
say
can go
Vince
Vince Young or
Young,
Tim
Tim Tebow.
Tebow. Vince Young or Tim Tebow.
Yeah, there we go. That's harder.
Marcus Mariota.
A Heisman winner. Hell.
I don't give a fuck.
Vince won national championship. Marcus
Yeah.
Mariota looked like an idiot in his national championship. It's Tim Tebow. Shouldn't be close, but it's probably closer than I'm thinking. But it's Tim Tebow. He's a man of God. Also, real fast too, Vince Young didn't get a good shake in the NFL, which I've never understood to this day.
No.
To this day.
Madden curse. Madden
No,
curse.
but I'm saying even after the Madden curse, he was still 9 games above 500 for his career. Like, and we're getting Matt Flynn's getting shots out in the league and shit like that. Like, what?
I think he got done like they did Terrell Pryor. Never really gave him a fair chance.
Well, Terrell Pryor was a dog at wide receiver. Like, I
But he
What
don't,
was
was
a
that?
dog that- I
What was
thought
that?
that good at quarterback, and they made him switch positions for what?
Who was that Vikings quarterback and then went to Seattle? He just died recently. He got more of a shot than fuck, what was his name?
He was in Seattle.
Joe Webb,
No.
What was the team?
and he just died. I don't know.
He died recently, but he was like, what was his name?
Give me the teams he played for.
Minnesota and Seattle.
What college? You know that?
No. I would like to say
Gus
he was
yeah.
one of Minnesota's like black quarterbacks during that time, but they had like 6, so it's like hard. Like you can't really. He was
Tavares
Russell
Jackson.
Westbrook's. Yeah, Tavares Jackson. Yes.
Yeah.
He was around in the league way longer than he should have been.
Rest in peace to Tavares Jackson. Gee,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I forgot about that. Yeah. You got a point there.
Right.
That's gonna wrap up Christian's Corner for the week.
Respect it. I like it.
We not doing Chris Corner next week because you said Mariota first.
I mean, I thought he won the Heisman. He had a dog ass college career.
He
He
did.
did.
But you can't compare Vince that fucking national championship run. It's just hard to compare. Like Tim Tebow's the only.
Not with Chip Kelly as your head coach at Chip Kelly's prime.
Let's just
He
move
was
on.
just
to,
chess pieces around.
Christian's upset me.
All right, so Matthew, we've been doing this. We've been kind of playing with the fans of the show for a little bit. Damn, Tonio, you just ain't gonna unmute my guy. Gee.
You don't need to talk no more.
So, we get a lot of pushback from actually the people on the show, not necessarily the fans yet, because I still haven't done that poll. So excuse me. Let's talk some Major League Baseball real fast. The Yankees. You know what? No, we're opening with the Tampa Bay Rays, the best team in fucking baseball, are on a super hot streak, and their payroll. Let me just do this real fast. Is $73,184,811 is the payroll of the best team in baseball.
Aaron Judge sneezes that.
He literally does. That's what's wild. He does. It's like, you know how like people like exaggerate, but it's like, no, Aaron Judge literally gets.
Mike Trout could own the Tampa Bay Rays, pay their salary, and then still play for the Yankees. And still get beat by them. He could pay their roster to beat him.
I don't know how long Tampa Bay gonna be hot. Garrett Cleavinger might be out for the year.
You just Googled something, huh?
I didn't. Is that my?
I know you didn't know who Garrett Cleavinger was.
I did. Like so.
I just know that he's a relief pitcher. That's all I know about him. So I know you know.
He got a 3.0 ERA in 15 appearances, and he won it.
That's not even good.
That's not very good.
No, as a relief pitcher, no.
Yeah, he's probably like the worst relief pitcher on the Rays.
But he won it though, and their coach said he a big part of their team. They need.
But and then
I just wanted to give my baseball.
Okay.
No, and I respect it.
Of course, nothing.
I don't mute him.
Just banning people.
Right.
Did you just kick them out? Oh.
That was the
That's-
worst.
Yeah,
that's-
Christian, you want checkmate? I got you.
What the mom say on Friday? You ain't fighting fair.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll fight to win.
Give me the gun.
Yeah. Let him be a man. Let him be a man.
Oh man, dude, I'm still tripping about that fucking TikTok. I don't want to. I just fuck.
I ain't seen that one.
Huh?
I ain't seen that.
No, that was next Friday when fucking Tonio sent that TikTok.
They almost not have checked it out.
Man, so look, this TikTok Tonio sent. So is this TikTok, right? So you know when Day Day's getting chased by Baby D?
Yeah.
In next Friday, right? So he sends his TikTok. And it's this dude, he's getting chased by a dog. And it's literally like it's going in step with the flow from next Friday.
Yeah.
stop fucking playing. And he's just running around.
I gotta go back and check it out.
The Wyclef Jean song, right? It's fucking playing.
I gotta go back and check that out. Damn.
Well, because the song, it's just so like the song really like captivated it because it was like all the same moves. Like, you know how where it's like, I don't know how many times you've seen Next Friday, but I've seen it, I think, like a billion. To where it's like, so the core, like one of the choruses in the song where the women are like, no breakfast, right? So there's like one part in that, like that one line where I just sang awfully, where Day Day like shakes her like this. And that's at that part. That's what the dude does.
Yeah, baby D.
It's like when she grabs this thing. Oh shit! Stop her from that girl.
When they run like that.
You ain't gonna catch me, baby D. Fuck. I fucking love that.
He gave her a cookie without the wrapper. That's fucked
Just
up.
like you had in jail.
I'm on a diet. No, you fat ass.
Oh shit.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
And then she's out of breath. Hook us up.
Well, I guess we're the only two that ever watched the movie. These other two haven't.
Nah, I've watched them. I just don't.
This shit
It ain't that funny, yo.
just ain't Billy. Not like you know.
Hey, Billy, I'm with you.
You guys are just laughing and then just talking to each other, making yourself laugh again. You guys are just in the giggle fits.
It was a funny part. It was a funny part. We can move on.
My bad for taking us that far off. But so let's go from the best in the AL East to
We
the
didn't even talk
worst.
about it.
What do you mean I didn't talk about? Oh, the Rays. Yeah, the worst. So, or the lowest payroll, right? So they've only lost 11 games. The worst stretch they've had this year is literally 2 losses in a row. That's it. And they have just won every series since then, and they have just been crushing it.
And I'm not sure if the streak's still going, but they homered in like their first 26 games.
No, I think 2 days ago or 2 games ago is when it ended.
Mm.
But it's
So,
funny,
yeah.
they still won.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
small ball.
Dude, small ball wins games. I don't care what anyone says. But the Rays, let's go from them. You know what? Fuck this. I'm doing a power ranking because I made one, and we're going to do it today. Hold on. Nat, I want you to disagree with where you think I'm wrong. So power ranking,
Okay.
We're going to go number 1. Well, Tonio's gone. So he did say he was going to take himself out. So number 1, I got the Rays. Number 2 is going to be the Orioles, another team in the AL East. Number 3 is the Braves, right? They've been playing okay. They swept the Marlins, but then they also beat the Orioles 2-3 at home, but that was at home, so whatever. I'm not riding that out. And then the Blue Jays, another AL East team. And then at number 5, I'm putting the Red Sox because they have been surging big time. And I think the Red Sox are going to be someone to fuck with as the playoffs go along.
I agree with just about all of it, but the Orioles I kind of question just because in the past 2 weeks, they've played the Tigers, one of the worst teams in baseball. We've played 2 series in the last week and a half. I don't know what's happened, but we've played them over 7 times. So, but the crazy thing is, versus the AL East, the Tigers, we suck. We're the worst team in baseball. But outside of playing the AL East, which for some reason we started, we're one of the best teams in baseball. So it's kind of like, are the Orioles that good, or are the Tigers that good, or does one really suck and that's help boosting their numbers?
Good point.
But I think you could drop the Orioles down. I still think they're a top 6 team, but I feel like the Pirates, they're on a little bit of a slump right now, but I feel like the Pirates are still that number 2 spot in baseball, in my opinion.
So, no, I'm with you. I had the Pirates, but I just think the way the AL East is just playing and just the way the cards are going to shuffle is going to be where, you know how, power beats power, and that's, the way it's going to go. That's where I'm projecting. And if we're going to keep doing this on the show, unlike Tonio's throwing a little fit about it, even though he's asked us to talk about baseball the whole time. So I was just projecting to where I could be right eventually.
No, I had left to go use the bathroom. Billy, can I not use the bathroom?
You didn't leave the bathroom. I stared at your screen the whole time to make sure you don't.
We gonna call me out like that, bro?
Well, no, because we're talking Friday.
Terrible Friday montage.
We're talking next Friday, and then you're gonna all of a sudden, all right, baseball.
Yeah, I was just lying. I didn't think Matt was gonna actually do it.
No, I'm doing
baseball.
Yeah.
See, this is all I need is Billy to start talking baseball because I know he still follows baseball.
I do. I watch a lot of baseball.
I think the disconnect happened with that terrible montage between Billy and Christian on Friday.
I bet you y'all need to make that the real. We're gonna get a lot of views on it.
My fucking bad.
Nah, we're gonna make
No, you don't apologize for that. Mute him.
We're gonna make the real about Marcus Mariota versus Vince Young.
Oh shit! We should have done that.
All I know is I need to start making a reel because I've been watching The Sopranos over again, and there's a part where Pussy goes missing, and Tony's just sitting on a bench, and he's like, "I can't find Pussy anywhere."
Wow.
And I haven't seen that on the internet as a meme, and I really want to make that like just cut in Tony. I can't find Pussy anywhere.
It's got my vote.
Yeah.
Another good Sopranos one. So me and Dahl were watching on our deployment in Rhoda, right?
No.
And there's a part where so Tony's like he comes in, he's like still hungover or whatever, and Carmela's like cleaning up or whatever, and she like drops some pans or something, right? He comes down, and he's like, "What's with the fucking pots and pans?" And he's just like pissed. It's just like this fucking fat Italian guy, dude. And then, there's another one. Last one. I'm too drunk. We got it. No, never mind. Back to baseball.
Y'all said it was gonna be me at the end of the show.
I'm
loaded over there.
Yeah,
I should have started drinking for this episode.
Yeah, loser. You're fucking out here like Christian drinking core water.
That's not water.
But so in my Power Five, right? You know who I don't have, Matt, is the New York Yankees because they fucking suck. But let's do the $73,184,811 payroll. 28th in baseball, right? So that's only behind the A's and the Orioles. And Orioles are in my top five. The Yankees have the second highest payroll in baseball, second to the Mets, the other New York team, with $267 million. That's $200 million more dollars than the $276,999,872 million. Holy shit. And they suck. I don't know what the fuck. Why do the Yankees suck, Matt?
Their outfield sucks besides Judge. Their outfield is atrocious. Like I see meme. I don't follow the Yankees that much, but every day I see a meme of either Aaron Hicks or I can't forget his name, but they're fucking up plays in the outfield all the time.
Why do they not move Judge to left and put fucking Hicks in right? What's up with that?
Well, Judge plays center field at Yankee Stadium because it's the size of my living room.
I didn't know that he played center in Yankee Stadium. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just the size of my living room.
Yankee Stadium is tiny.
It's so small. It's tiny.
And they got the money to get a new one, right? To build
it. But you don't want it. Your left-handed batters or your right-handed batters are knocking that shit out of there.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to, we're just going to hit a bunch of home runs here.
I got you. Damn, that should be like a rule to make every stadium like a certain.
So if it has to be, so like your right, left, center has to equal X, like from feet away. So if you have a further one back, so like in not Wrigley Field, in Fenway, you have, so your right field is super close, but the fucking Green Monster, it's 100 foot tall. So if you don't hit it far, or if you hit it far, but it's not high enough, it doesn't matter because it's not going out.
Smack off the wall.
Yeah. So you're just getting double or whatever.
And then Wrigley Field has like super far, like out, like right and left field, but their center field is very shallow. So it's like, it's almost not even like a diamond. It's just like a straight line out there almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So each baseball is like different.
But that's what
Each
like makes it
baseball
fun because it's like where your warning track is like close enough or farther enough away to.
Damn, I never knew that.
Oh yeah. So moving on from baseball, you ready to go to hockey, Matt, or what?
Yeah, I haven't really been following much, but yeah.
So the Maple Leafs. I don't know if anyone else on the panel knew this. Tonio, do you know when the last time the Maple Leafs won a playoff round?
2004.
Wrong.
1999.
So 2004 until this year. So this is the first year since 2004.
Oh, Matt, bro, like I watch. Hey, don't fucking play with me, Matt. Like
You don't watch.
I've been telling you that I don't watch it on TV. I go to hockey games.
Oh wow!
You went to Toronto?
That shit is exciting as fuck. They really be out there killing each other, and it's legal.
Hockey and baseball is definitely the best sports to see live.
You be at the
Baseball, you don't even
game.
have to watch the game.
Hell yeah.
You be at the games like they was on Little Man.
I'm not following.
No.
Yo, you ain't never seen the movie Little Man?
I mean, I've seen it, but I don't remember. It wasn't that good.
Is that with the Wayans brothers where he's like a little baby?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's not as iconic as Friday.
They was in there going beat his ass at the game. Shit.
I don't remember that one, Christian. See.
Let's
Yeah.
get Christian out of here for the rest of the show. It's been
Christian's
going
wearing a
down
diaper now.
The Mariota take.
Somebody-
So the Maple Leafs, right? So they win their. So they end up winning their first playoff series since 2004 this year, right? But they run into the Florida Panthers, who last year were the number 1 seed. They won the President's Trophy, lost in the first round last year, but this year they beat the best team ever in hockey and move on to the second round. And now the Maple Leafs are just hitting this buzzsaw of the Florida Panthers and looking like dick. So I just think I wonder if there's a Maple Leaf curse or something.
I don't know.
What's going on with the Maple Leafs, Matt? Have you kept up with the Maple Leafs? You know what's going on?
I just know they've sucked my entire life, but somehow they have the most Stanley Cups out of any NHL team ever.
The Canadians do.
The Canadian. Oh yeah, my bad. Either way,
Sorry,
Either
John.
way.
He doesn't know. He doesn't
either
know.
way, they suck. But they've
Sorry,
sucked
John.
my entire life. So
You were Barry Melrose last week, and you don't know this.
I was ready for hockey last week.
But so I picked my Stanley Cup matchup finally. I have the Dallas Stars versus the New Jersey Devils in a rematch from the 2000 Stanley Cup Finals, where the New Jersey Devils got over my Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars are playing some good hockey right now.
They are playing some good hockey. I think we play okay. I think if we get out of this round, I think the next round's easier because Seattle's on a tear. They're doing that, oh, we're a new team, we're playing better. And I think the Stars are, this is where they wake up and they get to the Stanley Cup final.
Damn.
I like that. I'm on board with that, actually.
All right.
They're going to wake up.
Oh, yeah, just a little wake up round.
We'll just
Little
brute in the
thumbs up.
morning.
That's going to conclude the show, though, unless anyone has any.
I
Did
wanna
you do
hear
a line
Christian
on
got
live television, Billy?
No. It was just a pretend smelling salt.
I want
Do another one.
I want to know who Christian got going to the Stanley Cup final. Nope.
Man, that's a tough one. Y'all got to give me till next week.
Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Anaheim Ducks.
No, I'm probably.
Oh, I lied. You know what, man? I do have something to say. So the AHL draft lottery is tonight. The Ducks have the best chance to get the number 1 pick. Second is Columbus, and third
The
is
results already
the
came out.
Blackhawks. Huh?
The results already came out. I just know the Red Wings are picking 9.
The Blackhawks.
I don't remember who picks first.
The Blackhawks have the first pick?
Yes.
Trash.
You got quick fingers over there, Tonio.
I just he
That's
does.
all I've been doing, Googling shit.
Yeah.
So
He's just Googling as we type,
Right.
as we talk.
he literally just typed hockey and just like the
I didn't type. I would never put that in my search history.
he didn't even do NHL. No, he just did hockey. What are we talking about? Like, let's
Oh, that's funny. Hockey.
I didn't
Well,
type that really. ESPN alerted me because since we talk high speed hockey, I have the alerts on for ESPN and Bleacher Report because we talked. Anaheim got number 2.
But I do want to bring this up, and now everyone can be involved in the conversation. The draft lottery, because now it's NHL, we'll go to NBA, is literally the stupidest fucking thing you have in sports. It's fucking dumb. Like, if you're not going to have the worst fucking team pick first, what are we doing? I think, and even in the NFL, I want to switch it to the team that almost made the playoffs gets the number 1 pick. We de-incentivize tanking. Let's get fucking rid of it. Hey, if you're almost there, you get the number 1 pick to get you over. That's what the fuck needs to happen. Am I tripping?
I like that.
Kristen likes it. Matt, what about you?
I just hate how in the NBA the top 3 teams all have what is it, 15% chance to get it, or it's the same percentage.
Yeah.
I hate that because the actual worst team in the league could fucking have the Pistons. We could win 5 games out of 82, but then let's say a superstar gets hurt on another team and they just suck ass, and they fuck around somehow get the first round pick. And then now they have fucking a superstar and fucking Wemby. And you're like, holy shit, what did we just accidentally do? Thanks for tearing your ACL. But now the Pistons, who are dog shit, we got a good young team, but get fucked out of it. And now you got 3 superstars on one team out of a draft lottery. Not saying it's happened, but it could happen that way.
I think they need to do something to where everybody's not tanking or doesn't want to tank. From tanking.
The Pistons tank on purpose.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Cade, he bruised his shin and was out for the whole season.
Yeah.
Hey, season's over.
The Pistons tank. I'm sure the Magic tank. Teams like that been tanking for years.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They've been tanking for years, Tonio. The Magic have just been at the bottom.
Since 2009, bro.
The Jaguars.
White left.
This is the first year the Jaguars haven't picked in the top 10 in fucking 10 years or some crazy number. Not 10 years. Excuse me.
I want the Patriots to get the first pick this year.
They should, because they're barely out of the playoffs. I think that's what the fuck we need to do. Yeah, that's the best way to
switch it up, bro. Because like Billy said, bro.
So the fringe teams get the most rewarded. So
yes.
Not trying to use the Lions, but we just missed the playoffs. So
yes,
yeah, first pick.
First pick
should have been number 1.
I mean, because bro,
go get fucking CJ Stroud or go get Bryce Young. And that's
we did that. No more football saying, for old Batty Boy.
I'm just saying to carry you over is what I'm saying. That's the pick to get you over that playoff hump that you keep missing.
No. But I do like to reward the team if you're shitty and you just can't help it but to win. Yeah, let's give them the first pick. So I would say maybe throw in a bonus for everybody. I don't know how it would work, but whoever
it's easy. If you suck the worst, right? If you're the who had the first pick? The Bears, right? If you're the Bears and you just fucking suck, sorry, you're picking number 20 or whatever
I'm not sure how it would work in football, but I think for basketball, if you're the worst team, you get it. But if you finish second, that's when the lottery starts. So you either have to be the worst, or you end up fucking everyone from 2 to 10 has the same odds. So from there, it's a crapshoot, and you're like, oh, do I want to risk going for number 1?
This is how you would do it in the NFL, Billy. Wild card teams, start them at whatever the pick should be. Then the teams that made it to the playoffs. Then the team that went to the Super Bowl, they the last 2. And then the team that tanked, they right there in front of the pick before the wild card team. And then we'll show them. The people that just missed the playoffs, sprinkle them right there. The people that went 9-6, 10-6.
But what if teams don't try to tank? They just really suck. I mean, people are gonna have a vote. Do y'all suck?
Yeah, if it was a turnover in GM coach and stuff like that, but if it's a third-year coach and you're there, there's no excuse, really.
Bingo. But I'll even raise Matt's shit. No, if there's not. If you have a player if you're fucking the Ravens and Lamar Jackson gets hurt, hey man, fucking if you keep competing so you can get the number 1 draft pick if you're just right fucking there. Or if you're the Lions, beat the Packers and they don't go to the playoffs. On top of that, you get the number 1 pick. I feel like that's such an incentive to do way better instead of just tank for Tua, suck for luck, insert your fucking trust the process bullshit. No, the Jaguars, all these fucking first round picks, number 1 picks, get rid of that. Nope, you're picking fucking 19, friend. Keep on moving. Get better. And I understand what you're saying. If you just suck, you suck. But that's going to be the incentive. Hey, you're going to have to overpay for a lot of players so we can get out of this fucking picking 20 shit because that's not going to work.
Oh, okay. What about if whoever has the worst records, they have some type of punishment? A coach or two has to get fired, or
Ooh,
see,
I have an idea.
something like that. Yeah.
So if you don't improve your record from the previous year, your previous first round pick now becomes a free agent.
Oh
Or
wow.
something like that. So like
Ooh.
if you had the number 1 overall pick, it's somehow you went from 3 and 14 to 2 and 15. Hey, see you later, Andrew Luck. He's now a free agent. Teams can bid on him.
Bam. That's crazy. That's fucking wild. Yeah. See, people need to drink and make some rules. That's what they need to do.
I'm not even drinking.
The question is what they drinking.
But it's been a good show, man.
Bomb pops.
We did every show gets better. I'm sorry for the Mariota take. Matt, my real name. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Got that baseball out of my system. You know, that's all I can ask. Oh, we didn't even say Shohei's probably going to get $600 million, and he's going to buy the Tampa Bay Rays. So there's that.
Everyone's just buying the Rays.
Christian, have a good night. Billy, how you feeling? I'm just saying. Christian, how you feel about the show?
I'm gonna have a good night. No, it was good. It was a good show. Enjoyed talking with my guys, and until next week.
Why does Shaq got a small forehead?
Hank,
You ever realize Shaq got a tiny forehead?
yeah. Hank Blaylock, who didn't say anything about his favorite baseball player the whole show.
I was just gonna. I thought Matt would say something, but he didn't, and I was just gonna be like,
I mean, he wanted to trumpet with my real name. So.
But yeah, he did. But Hank Blaylock, number 9, third baseman for the Rangers, batted left but caught right. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but one of the best Rangers players ever. He'll get his number retired eventually. He had the sweet these like frat dudes who would drink every time he hit a home run. They were called the Hanks Homies, and it was like a big deal on Fox Sports Southwest or KDFI 27, wherever you were at watching the game. My favorite Ranger player ever. But I thought we had a great show. I love talking baseball. I will talk baseball forever, but nobody wants to hear about baseball. So we did it on the show. Everyone's been saying doing it, so we did it.
Hey, y'all people that wanted it, y'all got it. Now y'all better like, share, and hey, because we talked about baseball entirely too much for it to be game 36 out of 1,003.
Yeah. Don't balk this.
Oh, I like that, Matt. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Christian, you like the show though, other than the baseball shit?
Me and Christian didn't know what that means, so I would look in the screen confused as Christian did. I don't know either, Christian. I'm on your side. Nah, show's hard, man. Every time I get to link up with my guys, like I told you, y'all literally 2 of my favorite people in the world. White people saying that because y'all are the only ones I hung out with at Guam, except for the mandated fun we had to have.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Tonio, you got to go hang out with the whites.
and then when he did, we just sat there and we like played spades with like one other white dude.
yeah,
Hey, and let me add, some white people know how to party.
That's true. We do. That's a big thing.
They don't
At least me
lose
and
a
Billy
party,
do.
so I will pull up to that.
all right.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I would like for everybody to say goodbye to Christian. This was his last episode for that take. I will get somebody blacker on the show to replace Christian, so we'll be back. Hey, man, that's been Brick Shots.
Appreciate y'all.